So, I found the neutral light then, I'm sure. Kinda.
The next day.
Hi everyone and welcome back. It's actually Sunday today and I wasn't at the garage yesterday. My life is so busy at the moment, it's unbelievable. For anyone who doesn't know, I think I talked to the members on the separate members videos about it, but I've started my electrician training, level 2 at the moment. So I'm squeezing in study so much to already such a busy life. But yeah, Rabjab and Danny has become a full electrician and he studied hard over the last 3 and 4 years. And I just think I wanted to train in something new. I wanted to try something new, so I jumped on this course, paid a good few £, for it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm on my way. I want to just fire up and warm up the Keyway. I can't believe no one's bought it at £1,000. It is a lot of bike for £1,000. Riding with its year's MOT, serviced, tyres are new, a lot of money, a lot of bike for the money even. CB200 again, lots and lots of interest. We just need to keep going with it. There's no rush actually. If I can get to the Easter break, I have a few days off, of course, we all do. Well, most of us do. I want to get the AirPods out, try restricting it quite a lot to see if that solves the idle issue at the bottom end. I think it will. I think if I find the AirPods that I made, and they're not, you know, we're not talking far, they'll be here somewhere, and then I restrict them even more, I think we will then have what, I think it will then idle, but I'm not sure that's the long-term answer. I was looking for original airboxes online. I found the set in America, £200, and then you struggle to get the actual filters for them. It'd be so tempting to get them though, because that, you know, I think it would run its best with them. But if I can restrict the AirPods enough though, it would achieve a similar effect. But you'd have to restrict them quite a lot. Here you go, I can see one down there. There you go. Look at that. So that's what I created last time, and then that's a secondary layer, so that adds more restriction. But if we actually taped off some of it underneath as well, we put some tape around it and then put this on top, you'll end up with something that I think would restrict the bottom end enough for it to idle. So I don't think this bike's far off, but I am still kind of done with it. What happens with me at times is I get overwhelmed with everything. So this is done and dusted and I'm dropping it every couple of weeks. It's at £4,000 at the moment, and until I get my base is free. That is ours, we're keeping it. And then these, I've got a breaker coming to collect these in a week or two, so that's good. And you'd be amazed, I can't stand having junk at the garage. So yeah, I just get kind of overwhelmed. And then the CB, I think, just needs to go. The 200 needs to go. It's a stunning bike, just needs to go. And then we carry on. Love John's bike, can stay there as long as needed. It'd be nice in the summer to get that, or in the Easter maybe we'll get that pulled out, get it fired up. Last we had that out, it was completely my fault. I took the rear side panels off and the ignition fell off with it, and then I cannot work out how to rewire it. I know it sounds really silly, but there's like 6 or 7 wires there that people have spliced and changed and this and that, and I now can't work out the firing order to get it all back with the electric. So it's a bit of a pain, but I'm sure a day's work on that would sort it in Easter, which is coming up, 2 weeks. Right, for today, let's get out the CB. Let's see how far I got. I can't actually remember. I don't even know what the last video was. So, again, that's how busy I am. So let me put it out and see where I got to for starters, and then we'll go from there, really. Okay, so here we are. I thought I was a bit further off, if I'm being honest. I got more done than I thought. Yeah, I'm surprised. Is that mounted? Oh, yes, it is. What did I hook up then? Is there a backlight? Actually, I don't think I need to find the power. Okay, so we did the indicators. Alright, and we know it fires. I remember firing it. I don't remember this bar end mirror. Am I going nuts? I swear that hasn't been on it these last few weeks. Okay. Wow. I did more than I remember doing. I think, did I paint the light? Is this the light? Yeah, alright. So I put a layer on the light housing just to clean it up. Worth doing. I'll throw a bit of wax on that just to give it a bit of extra protection. Where's the bezel? There it is. Cool. Alright. People were chatting about some of the things. Some people were worried about the spray down here because of my neighbours. That's the traffic warden's office, so I don't worry too much about them. But also, this is actually my area. Every few months, what I'll do is I get a paint removal and I remove it if needed. But the truth is, overall, this area's been knocked down in 4 years-ish at the moment. So actually, I'm losing this area. The whole estate's coming down, actually. It was 7 years, but time's flying, guys. Time's moving on. This channel actually dies in 4 to 5 years' time if plans don't change. So, well, there's loads of other options, but yeah, there's a risk that it dies. So yeah, I don't worry too much. This is my area, and we love our area. I have neighbours in here, but ultimately we love our area, and yeah, this is it. Also, the paint on the last video, I knew too well that I was skipping steps and rushing and stuff. What I thought I could do was just skim the top, just skim it down a touch using 2500s, and then polish it up. But actually, you can't. You need to get it back down to a smooth base and then polish it up, which is fine. You know, I knew that in the end. And then I found a fresh pack of sandpaper, which helped. It helped. So yeah. So in the end, it came out fine. I actually only spent 3 or 4 hours doing that. If I had a hand drill, I would have put the polishing pads on. It would have been much quicker as well. But again, this channel shows you too well that you can get things done with very little, without power even. Wow, I'm doing lots of talking. Okay. So I know we've got the indicators done here. What we do need is the backlight, but I want the backlight to run off the lights. I think the light is automatic. It is automatic. So I'll find the main power light. I think it's actually so the white is the high beam switch. I remember that. So the blue is the main beam. So we'd connect the blue up to the clock, and we'll have a backlight power when the engine's running. That's what happens when the engine's running. And although saying that, let's see if the rear light comes on the ignition. Oh, it does. Okay, so one of them should be powered then. Just on that one, it may be a side light. I'm going to check all that. I'm not going to do the indicator select, the gear selector. I'm not going to bother. High beam is done, or I have done. Neutral is not done, but I feel like we found it somewhere. And the other thing is I've got the cable. So assuming that the system down here is good and functional, we'll be able to cable it up. It will be running as a speedo, so that's good. Okay, let me get bits done here. There's not loads of filming to be done here. I don't like filming me doing little fiddly bits and then editing it so much, so there's not much to be done here, but I'll kind of talk through what's popping up. So how are we getting along? Can't find the neutral light yet, but we've blown, I've blown the lighting fuse, at least the at least the indicator circuit, which happens when you're messing down here. It happens. So I need to get under the seat and find, there'll be a small fuse box somewhere. I've got the backlight, I've got the high beam, still haven't got the neutral light. It's a bit frustrating. I'm going to check online just see if it's not what colour it's meant to be, kind of what obvious colour it's meant to be. That will help. And then I'll find and check this fuse. So yeah, it's funny because electrics have never been my strong point, and I'm currently studying electrics. Okay, so lights on and definitely functional. High, low, high, low. Everything else is good to go. It definitely starts. I warmed it up a minute ago, but I think we have to end it here for now. My aim will be to get here next Saturday early, around 9ish, to then get this to an MOT. At that stage, it will just be about getting it to an MOT. It doesn't need the clock, so I haven't fit the cable yet. I'll do that when I'm back. I don't need a speedo for the MOT. I think I need to get a baffle for the... I'm going to have to get a baffle. It won't change the sound much, but they won't like passing it without a baffle, so I'll get one. Oh, you're right, actually. We might have a spare, baffle in here, yeah.
Yeah. This is my Black Widow, it's also one of them.
Is there a baffle in that?
Yeah, it should be. My Black Widow.
I might order one anyway though, so it can go with the bike. Yeah. I might. It will baffle the sound a touch, but it won't do anything significant. So the aim will be to just get it past the MOT next week, and then I need to bolt that in so it stays away and cable tie that up there. And then just neaten it up next Saturday, just do kind of the fine tuning bits, and we'll go from there. But let me warm it up. Let me do pre-MOT checks as if I just got this bike. Let's see exactly what we've got, what we haven't got. We need to check rear lights and everything else really. So let's fire it up so that it can warm up for a bit. That's a good. Yeah, I'll take the battery home and charge it. Alright, so we've got rear light. Press the front brake. Press the rear brake. Lovely. Indicators. Right. Left. Horn. That's it. Oh, that's loud. Low and high. Yep, it's a good light as well. And then, of course, shocks, chain, seating, grab rail. Oh, that's not bolted. I don't like the look of this grab rail. Look, it sits like that. Is that right? That grab rail?
I don't want that.
What? You have to have a grab rail. You must have. I'm gonna look online and see if I want that L plate off. I'm gonna do that now. And then next week I'll do things like I will make sure the coolant's topped up. I haven't checked that, so I'll make sure that's topped up and bits like that really. So I think we're in a nice position here. It's a great bike. Sounds good. I'll give the chain a clean and grease, although it's a good chain anyway. I'll get it on the rear paddock stand rather than the front paddock. Of course, the speedo cable. But this, as it sits, obviously with seats on, is an MOT passer, I think, at this stage. Personally, I would leave that handle off. I think that looks horrendous. It must be wrong. I feel like I put it on wrong. I can't believe that. I'm going to have to look online, Rabjab. Yeah, but it don't sit right. What on earth? That's the only way it goes on. Like that. Yeah, it rides and great. There's
Once
no
you put it
issues.
down, I'll take it for-
You already have, haven't you?
for-
But you've run this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already did it.
Alright, it's raining. That's it for now, guys. Wrapping up. This
I've got this bike before.
should be an MOT passer next week, I think. As always, thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed and share the video every now and again on your social media. Share. You never know, if we hook in, you know, 10 people here and there and everywhere, we might get the channel up to the point where it can actually afford to carry on.